Still get my weed.
That's why I catch the 2 on sale.
Still get my weed.
And pairs if you say it ain't real.
Still get my weed.
I thought it, so it's my hair.
Still get my.
Hi guys, as you've seen by the title, we are talking weave, okay? So what I'm going to be talking about is 10 important things you need to know about protecting your hair. You may already know these, but I did actually surf the net, you know? I looked on Google. I picked up a few essential techniques as well as my own that I want to incorporate and use in this video. So I do want to say, before we get into this video, please subscribe to my channel. That does mean a lot. Also like this video and leave a comment down below. Where do you get your weave from? This is a wig. And let's get into the video. So tip number one is to protect your hair. So what I mean by that is just to relieve any tension or stress that is being caused in your hair. For example, you go to a stylist and you notice that it's being plaited, your cornrows before the weft gets sewn on, is being plaited too tight. Make sure you tell your stylist so you can avoid any breakage. If you notice any discomfort, if you are feeling any pain, notify your stylist, and they might not know that you're in that much pain. I mean, chances are they might do, but if you don't say anything, this sort of tension may result in hair loss. For example, I managed to recover my hair, but I got braids in my hair, like single stranded braids, and on my right side I noticed by the front it was really tight, and when I would wake up I would get like my actual hair, so the follicles on my hair, I could see like the little white tips, so that was my hair breaking from the root. But it did grow back, thankfully. But in future I would have notified the person that was doing my hair, because they did ask if it's too tight, and I was like, no, just do it tight, because I thought, you know what, the tighter the better, but it's really not the tighter the better. Okay. Number 2 I want to say is to wash and shampoo your weave as well as your real hair. Look after the real hair that's underneath your hair, and ways that you can get around, like get into shampooing your real hair and conditioning it, is by simply using a nozzle tip. Let me get what I mean. As if you see this like tip, it's got a nozzle, so you can always buy one of these nozzles and attach it to your shampoo lid. You can buy it, I'm sure, like on Amazon or something, but it's so important that you are washing your hair and you are conditioning it. Also your weave, make sure you are washing and conditioning it. I think like once a week is good, or once every second week is substantial, it's good. Try to get sew-ins as opposed to gluing tracks to your hair, because that can simply cause so much breakage and it can damage your hair. When you're having to like rip the extension apart or the weave apart when you're finished, it's not good. Imagine getting gum stuck in your hair and then you have to like cut it out. Well, that's the same. I feel like that's the best way I can describe it. Let me take a break in between your weaves. I mean, it's always good to get a weave, then take a break, do something else in between, and then get a weave again, because all that plaiting and the sewing onto your hair can cause a lot of tension, and the best way to relieve it is to get breaks in between, because while you might say weaves are great protective styles, they can also cause damage to your hair, because if you take out a weave and you notice a lot of hair loss, change it up. You can always opt for new protective styles, such as playing around with your real hair, putting it in buns, braids, but even then I'd say that's very similar, so maybe not. But oh, I want to say what you can do is, before you get your sew-in, you can actually apply a net to your hair, or your stylist can do that, and it will relieve some of that tension. Don't leave your weave in for too long. I repeat, do not leave your weave in for too long. This can cause serious matting and you having to actually cut your hair. I remember, if it was last year, no, 2 years ago, at least 3 years ago, I had a weave in, and because I was washing it in between, when I had to take it out, there were parts of it that were just like matted, and it was around like here that was matted, and then I had the rest of my hair. So I thought I had to cut all of that off, but thankfully, one way that I saved my hair, was I got conditioner and I just got a comb and I just started to detangle it slowly. But guys, learn from my experience and just don't leave your weave in for too long. I want to say be brave and experiment. At the end of the day, it's not your real hair, honey.
So it's my hair.
Still get
It's not your real hair, and be brave. Like, that's one thing that I want to do. I want to try more colors, try more styles, because it's not my hair. Like, you can buy it, you can replace it, you can get new styles, you can get short hair, you can get long hair, you can get different patterns, you can get super curly.
So it's my hair.
still get
Do you know? So comment down below what color you think I should do. I'm so afraid sometimes to try like bold colors. The best thing I can do is keep my roots dark and maybe change the bottom. But I know I have done burgundy. I want to go blue. Make sure that you're greasing your hair underneath that weave so it can be nourished. When you take it out, you don't want your real hair to be dry when you've been looking after your weave and you haven't been nourishing your real hair underneath. You can again use the nozzle and apply your oils underneath the weave. I recommend scarves for sleeping, scarves, bonnets, you know, those nice satin materials that you can wrap around your head. In the past, I used satin pillows just because I can't hack it, guys. I cannot hack it. If I was to sleep with a bonnet or a scarf, the thing will be, it will be gone. It will be on the other side of my bed. Scarves just don't stay on my head. I don't know how you guys do it. At the moment, I don't even sleep with a satin pillow, so. Don't look at weaves as being the more expensive, the better. There are a lot of Instagram pages with people that have weave companies, and yes, meanwhile they can be good and perhaps they are expensive. Don't think that because it's more money it must be good. Look around. One tip that I can suggest you to do is to look at YouTube reviews, and not only that, look at Facebook reviews. Look at what customers are actually writing about their hair. Don't look at one or two, look at the bad reviews as well, and look at what they're really going on about the hair. And if there's loads of bad reviews about like the same thing, then maybe it's not the correct weave company that you want to go for. And the last tip I want to say is, if you are ordering a weave from AliExpress, under the sort by option, choose orders. This will give you a chronological list of the orders that are being highly ordered. So number 1 will be the most highly ordered weave, and then it will follow a sort. So that's my suggestion to you if you are shopping on AliExpress, just as a rule of thumb, so you can apply this to any other AliExpress product, and that'll just give you the chronological list of the highest orders in sort. So that's everything, guys, from me.